Welcome to Seven Figure Entrepreneur Podcast, #1 podcast bringing you behind the scenes with real deal earners. No fake gurus here. And today we have the wonderful Van Oaks. Van, say what's up, man.
What's up, everybody? How are you?
Dude, I'm excited for this because I just got passed on to you. Someone's like, this dude's a real deal. And then we kind of had like a little intro call and you told me what you do. And I had no idea, but you actually work with the Discovery show, Diesel Brothers, and you're like kind of the media guy behind all of that. You're like the brains behind doing a lot of that stuff. So yeah, man, I'm really stoked to get it on this with you.
Stuff behind that, everything that they do online. That's
yeah.
I do. I mean, the TV show's cool, but
yeah,
that's not really my forte. So I just run all the paid acquisition, really.
Yeah, and we also got Tyler here, the man.
What's up, everyone?
Down there. He's down in Mississippi right now.
Yep. Living the life.
Yeah. So
for anyone who's not seen us right now, Van's got the best mustache I've seen in a minute. This thing's just rocking.
Bro.
Yeah. I like that
honest truth though. So full disclosure, I get nervous. Like when I'm busy, I get nervous and I start to twist it, right?
Yeah.
So, do you?
If you've ever seen a picture of me at some of the events that I've spoke at or something, I've had it for 3 years. It's normally really curly, like a big huge curl.
Yeah, that's so
I was
awesome.
in Vegas for a conference and I twisted, and I swear to you, I twisted off on one side.
Wow.
So I got to start over to grow the curl.
Man, that's funny. Were you just in Vegas?
Yeah, I went down there for Affiliate Summit, and then it was Facebook Mastery Live.
Dope. We were there too, man. We had a fucking blast.
Vegas it will eat you alive every single time.
Man, it's so funny. You go there, you're like, yeah, I just want to take it easy, kick it, And then as soon as you get there, just the vibe of that place, you're just like, let's go.
Not happening.
Yeah.
And whatever they pump into those casinos, I want that pumped legit into my house.
I don't want to direct into my veins or lungs,
Right? Because literally you can go 20 hours a day and feel good about yourself.
Feel fine. Yeah.
Day 4, it's all downhill, but the first 3 days, you're good.
You're definitely ill when you come home because you haven't slept in a week. But
contemplating your life decisions, you're just like, fuck, I'm so sad right now. Somebody hug me. I want to eat a pizza.
Hold me tight, never let me go.
I want to feel tiny in your arms.
Ooh. But let's dive into it, Van. Do you want to talk about a little bit kind of what you do and more some details? Because we're, before this, we're talking about the truck giveaway and all this, man. And let's just let the viewers hear it.
Yeah. Of course. So I've been with dieselpowergears.com is really the website, but Diesel Sellers is the original company that was formed. It was formed in 2013. I came on in 2016. At the time, there are people that I knew, and they knew that I was doing online advertising. They weren't doing any sort of paid traffic, really, not on Facebook, not on anything. They had a YouTube channel, but that was really it. Mm-hmm. So they brought me on to run one of their companies, which was a tire company at the time, and then it kind of morphed into just running ads, doing all their paid media for all their brands, and rest is kind of history. So yeah, I do all that for them. The business was established in 2013. It's basically a diesel enthusiast, like diesel truck enthusiast, apparel line, right?
And it's a big niche.
It's huge, and people don't realize how diehard they are, right? It's their life. These trucks are $100,000 trucks.
Yeah,
it's more important to them than most of their houses. So their lives are in these things. And what we did was, and this was done before I even became part of the company, is they raffled off a truck. One time they said, I'll give away this built diesel truck. Every $5 you spend on a wristband, every wristband you buy would be one entry. And they did it, and they were very profitable the first time. And then it kind of morphed into people saying, hey, you should sell diesel hats and diesel shirts. And now we have over 1,500 SKUs of pretty much car parts. You can buy truck tires, you can buy truck parts, you can buy apparel, you can buy knives, whatever. And basically,
dude, that is a lot of SKUs.
Anything that you buy from us, every $5 you spend gets you entered in to win one of these massive diesel trucks. And we give one away basically every month. Every 4 to 6 weeks, we give one away.
Wow. And so you guys are buying those trucks, tricking them out, adding whatever.
Exactly.
And just raffling them off.
Yep. Buy the trucks, build them up, make them look super badass, make them super mean. And then literally we take all the sales from that 6 weeks. We hand it to a law firm, and they pick a winner, and then we give away a truck.
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That would you say that's the core business model, is using the truck giveaways to drive business?
100%. 100%. That's what this business was established on, was the giveaway model, and these truck giveaways. We heavily utilize influencers, obviously, for this, but the business model is 100% giveaway model.
That's crazy, man, because that's a huge commitment.
Yeah, since day one, it's been that way. Like the idea, the company was born from the idea of raffling off one of these trucks, and people wanted more things to buy to get entered to win the truck, right?
Yeah.
They're like, make shirts, make hats, make all these things. And then the company was kind of born. And then I don't know if we didn't mention this at all yet, but oh yeah, you did. Discovery Channel had contacted the owners and was like, hey, I love what you guys are doing. Can we make a TV show out of it? And this was probably 3 years into the business. I mean, the company was already doing like almost 8 figures at the time.
Yeah.
Wow.
When they approached us, and they're like, hey, do you want to do this thing? And the owner actually told them no. Like, I don't
really?
Yeah, he legit told me, he's like, bro, I'm a businessman. I legit don't have any desire to do a TV show. I don't want to be an actor. And so they like left, and then 3 months later they came back and sent like a certified copy of mail and stuff, and was like, I don't think you understand like how profitable this will be for your business. If you do this TV show. And then they were like, okay. And then the rest was kind of the first year of the TV show. They were the #1 television show on Discovery Channel.
Wow.
It's called Diesel Brothers, and yeah, that just kind of poured gasoline onto the fire, right?
Wow.
Yeah. So could you tell how much business that drove actually starting the Discovery Channel show?
Yeah. The big difference was, like, the honest truth is the business didn't just explode because of the show. Mm-hmm. Brand recognition did. And we'd get a spike of basically like 300% organic views on traffic when the show would air. Because it was like, hey, we're the Diesel Brothers, and we're the owners of Diesel Power, or Diesel Sellers, online marketplace for trucks. And sometimes we give away trucks. So it would drive a lot of organic traffic, mainly just on the nights that the show would air. Mm-hmm. And then after that, it was pretty steady, just the paid media that we were doing. But it was like when the show aired.
Gotcha. Cool. That makes sense.
Can you say how much more product sales you get for entries into the truck now? Like, cause the truck's about $100,000 worth, give or take, right?
Yeah.
How much past that do you get for like entries that are solely directed to buying it for that truck?
Like, we'll pay the truck off in 2 days.
Wow.
Wow.
Like we run these giveaways. I mean, we run the giveaways for roughly 6 weeks, sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. But we'll run them for 6 weeks, and we can usually, if we do it correctly and launch on all of our platforms using all our influencers and stuff, we can usually have the truck paid off in 2 days. Sometimes at the most, like a week, we'll get it paid off. And
damn, dude, that's super cool.
And from there on out, it doesn't charge us any more marketing budget, right, to keep promoting this. And then we can take as many entries as we want. We end up paying the same in the end anyway.
Yeah, no doubt. That's badass, man.
How long does it take you to build the trucks, roughly? Because you guys do quite a bit of mods to them.
Yeah, it depends on the truck, right? Some of the trucks that we've given away are pretty brand new. And you just put lift, wheels, and tires on them. And some of them are older trucks, like more classic diesels that take a long time, a lot of work on the transmission and stuff. So it varies. Some of them take long, and some of them are real quick. We just turn them around and flip them.
Are you a diesel guy? Are you a diesel truck guy now?
The funny thing is I think I was talking to Tyler. Like, I live an hour away from where these guys' shop is, and I used to work from home, running my agency stuff. And then when I started working with them, they took over like all my time. So I have to drive into Salt Lake every day. It's like an hour drive. Yeah. So I used to have a big, huge diesel, like twin turbo, big wheels, huge ass truck. But then when I started working with these guys, driving 140 miles a day really wasn't working in a twin turbo diesel that was getting 6 miles to the gallon, right?
Yeah.
So when I started working for them is when I sold my diesel truck and got a different car that was
That's so funny.
More economical.
Yeah.
A Prius?
Yeah.
No, I got a Tesla, which is the opposite of what a diesel is. An electric car, but save you money on that gas.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
That's a big jump, big extreme from like basically lighting trees on fire to like
polar opposite ends. Yeah, I park in the back. I don't park out front of the shop because we have this big diesel shop. Most diesel fans aren't a super big fan of Tesla.
Yeah,
well, probably more so than Prius, but like I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy, man? So we've actually kind of done some giveaway stuff before, and we've heard from like, wherever we're sending the leads, that sometimes the quality that you generate, these people who are interested in giveaways and stuff like that are poor. But when I think about what you guys have done, which is different, is you've tied it to actual sales.
Yeah. We like the big difference. Obviously, you get a lot of people that enter giveaways, and it is like poor quality customer unless you're giving them a product that they want. Anyways, if you've built a brand and a niche behind it, like something that people are proud of buying and wearing, they might not have a ton of money, right? Like a lot of these people don't have a ton of disposable income, but when they get a paycheck, they have an extra $50 to buy a shirt and possibly change their life and get a truck or something. So not only do they get like a shirt that they want anyways, but they're getting entered to win, something that might change their life.
For sure. And it's so cool too. Like if you do it every 4 to 6 weeks, just the fact, like I can imagine, like I picture you guys all in like a boardroom and be like, all right, this is the truck we're going to launch. It's like this badass vehicle. And then you guys just you hit on Facebook, Instagram, like where do you guys push it?
Yeah, we go hard, man. So we experimented. Like I say, we did 6 months for a giveaway, and then we've done like 1 week giveaways. We've done everywhere in between. And what we've found is with something of this price, like $100,000 truck or something that you're giving away, you can keep people's interest for basically 6 weeks.
Gotcha.
After that, they'll start to lose interest, or they're not seeing instant gratification of somebody actually winning these things. So they lose interest. So basically we found our sweet spot with our demographic is really 6 weeks that we need to swap these out. But yeah, like my reps that I have at both Snap and at Facebook and stuff, they're like, well, I don't understand why your traffic spikes so hard and then it just drops off. Because when that being said, this business model is fantastic, but when we're off giveaway, so once we finish a giveaway, it takes us probably a week or 2 to launch the new one because there's legalities behind getting them launched and so forth. That like our customers, we have like a 55% return customer rate. They all know they're not going to buy anything unless we're on giveaway, right?
Yeah. I guess you've trained them, right?
We've really trained them, right? Like the company struggles those 2 weeks, but then once we launch the new giveaway, then it's back on.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
So you just go back to back to back with launching? Sorry, Tyler.
Yeah. Like I say, I mean, we try to be on giveaway 24/7 if we could. But like I say, once a giveaway ends, you have to send all the stuff, get the winners. You got to film all that content, push all that media out, and then you've got to film all the new content with the new truck. It usually takes us a week or 2 in between to launch a new one. So we're usually off giveaway for like a week. Gotcha.
I was going to ask about that actually. Like, how do you guys showcase your winners? Is there like a big reveal and you drop it off?
Yep. All of the above. So we have a YouTube channel. And typically what I'll do with ads is anybody who purchased in that 100, that 60 days or whatever, anybody who pushes, I'm going to push out a video reach ad just to show you who won.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, and the ad copy is always the same. Hey, thank you so much for entering. We value you as a customer. We this, we that. Here's the winner, so that they're actually seeing people win these things. Because a lot of times when you see stuff online, you're not sure if people are winning them, if they're actually
sure.
that way, right? So like one of the biggest parts of our business is showcasing these people winning these trucks and whatever that we're giving away.
I just watched your the 100K giveaway, man, with the cancer guy. That was fucking happy, sad. Like I was like, I'm tearing up. I'm tearing up.
All of us, dude. Like all of us. The honest truth, we've never done a cash giveaway, right? We're always like truck.
Yeah.
Everybody's so opinionated on trucks. Like Chevys are better, or Fords are better, or so forth. That you can't please everybody. So we thought. We sat down around the meeting, like you're thinking about, around the table, and we're like, dude, what if we gave away like $100,000 for somebody to build their own truck?
Yeah.
However they want, they could buy whatever truck they want, or maybe, just maybe, they already have a truck and they don't need a truck. Maybe they need money, let's just buy it, right? So we launched it, and originally when we launched it, believe it or not, it didn't do as well, surprisingly, and the response that we kept getting back from our customers was like, listen, I follow you guys. I buy from you guys because I want one of your built trucks. I don't want mine. Like, you guys are unique because of your trucks. And that's what we want to drive. So everybody wanted a truck. It ended up backing out really well. And we ended up making a decent, making out fine on it. But then what Gabe's talking about is that the guy who actually won the $100,000, we don't have any control over this, whatsoever. The first time we did it, we controlled who, we picked a winner and so forth. But eventually people are going to start saying, hey, you're rigging this or anything like that. So what we've done is we hired a third-party law firm to kind of pick the winners. So it's 100% out of our.
Dude, that's super smart too, just from a compliance point of view.
Show that to people like, hey, listen, I know so-and-so lives in Utah, but you got to understand, they picked it. We have more customers from Utah or whatever it may be. So when we got the name back for the $100,000 winner, we're calling in completely blind. We don't know who the person is. And one of the owners called, and it's this dude legit. If you haven't seen the video, it's on my Facebook. It's unbelievable. He calls, this guy answers, and he's like, hey, did you buy anything? The guy's like, oh, yeah, from Diesel. He's like, I think I bought a shirt a little while ago. No idea. He's like, I bought a shirt, and the owner's like, did you buy anything else? Maybe $100,000? I don't. He's like, cause you just won $100,000, and he's like, no way. And he loses it. He's obvious, and he's like, dude, I'm in the hospital. He's like, I have cancer. He's like, I'm missing my There's a lot of that video that wasn't recorded that didn't get posted, but this dude's the greatest dude ever. There couldn't have been a more deserving person in the world. Family man. He's got daughters that he was missing their dance recitals, medical bills piling up because he's at work, and his wife's a stay-at-home mom. You couldn't have planned that any better.
Dude. He was lying in the hospital bed, and he just got approved for a bone marrow transplant. So he was hyped on life and stuff.
Yeah.
And man, it was crazy. He had no idea.
Nope. No idea. And that's the honest truth is that we've had people that have won that have no idea that, dude, they don't even get sometimes we've had some dudes win that are just like, oh, I won a truck. Oh, okay. And it's come on, man. We just gave you the truck. You really can't pick the winners, and you can't pick their reactions, and you can't pick their backstories. But this last $100,000 one, man, we really lucked out because he was such a stud, such a good guy, and it couldn't have gone to a more deserving person. So man. The owners are actually flying down there tomorrow to go deliver him a check in the hospital.
Wow. Where is this guy located?
Houston.
Damn. Well, shout out to that dude, man. That's a good win. Yeah, that's totally meant to be, man.
Yeah, that's why I say you can't make that stuff up, man. Universal provides and provides. It is what it is.
Right.
If we can get a link to that video, I'll put it in the description of this video too. Yeah, because it's good, man. And it's sad dog videos. You just start.
Yeah, it's a tearjerker, but it's a good tearjerker. It's something that make you happy for the day, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
I was telling my fiance, nothing makes me cry more than seeing grown men cry.
Yeah. It's tough.
It's tough.
Yeah. Oh man, no, it's crazy though, man. Just this whole business model as a whole, dude. The fact that using giveaways to drive business like this, it's so genius at the same time, and it's a bit of a huge bet. The first time you guys stuck your neck out there, that must have been a bit of a risk.
Well, the first time was legitimately honest. It was the owner's truck. It was his actual truck that he had built. And it was a dope truck. He had put a lot of money into it. And he was just like, you know what? I wonder if I could raffle this off if we could, because we had a decent following on YouTube at the time because of some viral videos or whatever that we were making with trucks. And he's just like, I bet I could raffle it off and people would want it just because it's in some of these vehicles. Let's try it. Yeah. So worst case scenario, he was going to be out. It was a used truck. It wasn't a brand new truck. He was going to be out $40,000 or $50,000. But you're right. It was a risk. And even now that we're doing big, huge trucks, it's still a risk when you're throwing out $100,000 just hoping somebody wants that truck. But the business model has been proven for us so many times over. I think we've given away over 50 trucks or so.
Wow.
We've never taken a loss. So it works. The giveaway model, if you do it correctly, there's no question that it works.
Have you
You know what's
had?
cool about it too, man, is it's a good way to like, I feel like a lot of people have a negative opinion when they hear about business and stuff like this, but how great is this that the business is legit giving away this type of stuff?
Dude, and we built such a big community around it, right? So
Yeah,
like I told you when I said our return customer rate's like 55%, and you guys
that's
are like,
crazy.
wow, that's crazy, right?
Mhm.
But to us, it really isn't, because we built this community around diesel trucks to where like it's almost like it's a status thing to wear our apparel. If you
Mm.
drive a diesel truck, it's a status thing. So people have our stickers. I mean, I see our stickers all over the world.
Yeah.
And it's a community that they've built that they like to be a part of. And yeah, they get to see just as much as, like, I've had a couple people reach out to me about the $100,000 that were customers and that were just like, I'm so glad to see that what I've contributed, like my money that I bought stuff with, actually went to this guy. Right?
Nice.
They
Wow,
feel like
that's
a part of
cool.
the plan too,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's a big group. We build this all together, and then we give away these trucks, and they get to see these people. They get to follow them on social media. They get to follow these trucks. It's fun, man.
No, that sounds, man, super rewarding at the same time.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
It's amazing when you can build a community and a culture like that, just how it spreads. And do you have any idea how many times the average customer ends up buying from you guys?
So my lifetime value is over $300, and our average order value is roughly a 52 or something like that.
Wow.
So I want to say like an average person's going to order roughly 6 times.
Dude, that's huge.
Uh-huh. So
Yeah.
and we've been around for a while. A lot of people will buy, and then, like I say, buy again. They'll wait till a truck comes up that they like, and then they'll start
Yeah.
buying again. And then, dude, there's some people that would blow your mind, like how much stuff, like every giveaway they're entering every single week to get in. Doesn't matter. Like I met this
People
one
love
dude,
winning, man.
yeah, he had like 60 shirts. I swear to you,
Wow.
like he sent me a picture, and they weren't even taken out of the package. And I was just like, dude, yeah, I think you have a gambling problem, but like, thank you for supporting us.
Yeah, no doubt.
But that's really all it is. It's a legal form of gambling, right? Where somebody's actually getting something in return instead of just getting a ticket to possibly win the lottery. They're actually getting a shirt or a hat in return for the possibility of maybe winning a truck.
And from a compliance point of view, it's actually, is it considered legally gambling?
No.
No?
If we were not, there's a couple rules in there, but basically, if we weren't selling a physical product, then it would be gambling.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
But from
Gotcha.
from a compliance standpoint, because we're selling apparel, and they're basically just getting entries to win these things, it's totally legal. It's legal on Facebook. Like, we had to get the first couple
Ask
times.
about that. Was it an issue at all with Facebook?
Yeah, come February or whatever, when the big changes happened with the GDPR and all that stuff. I had for the first time ever, I had one of my campaigns like get flagged, and I had to call them, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you guys are completely legal. Here's the rules. We'll whitelist you for giveaways, for saying giveaways."
Oh, nice.
And so forth. So it's totally legal. You can totally do it, but you might get flagged the first time just because they don't know if you're doing it.
Their system's so like sensitive to everything, right? It's
It
just
is, yeah.
As far as,
But
go
from
ahead.
an ad standpoint, like for those of you who are running ads on Facebook, imagine it's like showing up to a fight with a knife or a gun, like entering into this marketplace of paid media where guys are there offering 10% off, right?
Yeah.
And you're offering a truck. It's pretty simple who's going to get that traffic, right?
No doubt.
So when you combine, and we do a very, very, very good job of combining influencers with the giveaway and dope apparel and whatnot, and those three things combined in the Facebook marketplace kind of dominate, right?
That's badass, man.
Cool. What's like your average like ROI on a campaign? And I mean, I'm not asking for like exact numbers, but I imagine that you get some pretty crazy returns with that. Yeah,
I mean, like, so I did I spoke in Bangkok for no, this one was in that one was in Spain. Anyways, I spoke in Barcelona for Affiliate World Conferences, and I showed a split test between a campaign ran correctly with influencers and with a correct giveaway, and one that was ran poorly. And I think, like, on average, I mean, 2 years ago, my numbers would make you laugh. Like, our ROI was like, it was just printing money, right?
Yeah.
But now things have kind of tightened up a little bit. I think the split test that I did showed us like we're at like 16 ROAS. And then as of late, like my last big campaign that I run, we typically sit at like 6 or 7.
Like 6 or 7x?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Damn, that's strong.
Yeah.
That's very really strong.
Yeah. Over Black Friday, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, we did a giveaway on a truck specifically just for that week. And we started on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving and we ended on the Tuesday. And dude, our numbers would just make you laugh. Like we made over $1 million in that week.
Wow.
I think it's like 1.4, but the amount of spend that we had to put in to get that was so much.
Jeez, like 5 figures? Did you have to spend over 100G for that?
Oh, not even close. No, not even close.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
God. Dude, that's so beautiful, man. What about
so like the days of like having like $1 CPMs are not over if you do it correctly. But you got to be doing it right.
So let's talk about that. Like you mentioned, influencers are a big key to that. Can you kind of dive in a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. So I use all sorts of influencers, right? I use influencers inside of the company, outside of the company. Like the owners of the company are influencers, right? The owners of the company, because of the TV show, now they have like the main guy has like, his name's Heavy D. He's the actual founder of Diesel Power Gear and everything. Dave Sparks. He has like 2 million followers on like 2.5 on Facebook. So like not only are they owners, but they're actual influencers now. So I use them super heavily. But then I use influencers outside of the company to push it. And then like I say, when you have a truck or a video of a giveaway going on Facebook and you can combine like that giveaway idea with a recognizable face that's using this truck and promoting this truck and giving credibility to your giveaway, those campaigns usually crush, right?
That's awesome.
And you can run those. Typically those are ran from our own business page, but occasionally I'll run from the influencers page. And those, if you can get that access right from the influencer.
Are they generally open to that, or is it kind of hit or miss?
Yeah, it's hit or miss, right? If you're giving rev share splits to most of these influencers and they understand business, they're usually pretty cool about it.
Oh, nice. So you guys actually do like a percentage of revenue?
Yeah, depends on the influencer, right? Like some of them want paid up front and you just pay them and you get your content, you run it.
Yeah.
Some of them are actually pretty business minded, and if you give them a percentage of rev share, right? There's a couple things that's going to do. That's going to get you better content from them. They're going to care a little bit more about what they're providing you. And B, it's going to make them push a little bit harder because the more they push it, the more they make, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's not like they already got their paycheck and they're just sitting back now.
Looking for the next deal.
Rev share split. They've got a little skin in the game where they're only making money off their campaign, right? But at the same time, they're pushing it alongside with you that's running all the paid media behind it.
Oh, dude, that's so nice.
Wow, that's really cool. How do you find these influencers? Do you just have relationships built already with them, or do you use an agency?
Like there's a couple ways to find them, right? They're like Cloud HQ. There's a couple ways to find influencers, but like I tell everybody that asks, like, how do I find influencers? You should know your niche enough to know a couple big influencers, right? You really should.
Yeah.
And you just reach out to them individually. If they're huge influencers, most of the time you're going to have to find their agents or whatever. But there's a couple other ways, like if you actually have a big customer list on Shopify, there's an app called UserGem that's dope. That'll download basically your whole customer file, and it'll link it up to their Instagram and Facebook, and it'll tell you, oh, so-and-so is a customer, but he also has 10,000 followers. You should.
Oh, wow.
Dude, that's a nice little gem right there.
Yeah.
What's that called? I'm writing that down.
It's called UserGem. I learned it from, there's a guy named Josh Ilizecki. I probably slaughtered his last name.
We were supposed to interview him last night, but he's in the Bahamas.
Dominican Republic, I think.
Yeah, he's in the DR at his mastermind. So he's a close buddy, and he owns Snow Teeth Whitening. We were down speaking in Vegas at the conference, and he's like, dude, try UserGems. If you have a customer list, like we have a huge customer list, right? He's like, it's going to pull all that data and you're going to find people who are already loyal to your brand already.
Yeah.
And all they're going to do is get paid to like push it even more.
Bro. Dude, that's so great because it's so like, obviously they like you, they love you.
They're already into you. You don't even need to, like most, like these dudes, like when we've contacted them, And I say dudes because we've got a 92% male demographic, right?
Yeah, makes sense.
Very few
Yeah, that
female.
makes sense.
So when we reach out and we say, hey, we're part of Diesel Power Gear and we'd love for you to be an ambassador of our brand, you know, we're going to send you some free gear. Are you down? Dude, these people lose it. They're so pumped. And they'll push it on their own. They'll put it in their bio. And that's stuff those are sales that we never would have made, right? Had they not been pushing it on the back end.
Yeah.
And the return on that is huge because gear is cheap, right?
Right.
Yeah. Wow,
damn, that's crazy, man. So that was called User Gem.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I got it. I wrote it down. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
It's cool, man. And you can test it because it costs money or whatever, but you can test like 1,000 customers for free.
Yeah. No, that's a great idea for anyone with their own brand.
Yep.
Damn.
But you can look on like there's websites like Clout. There's a couple of influencer websites where you can actually look up people and find people in your demographic. But like in the diesel niche like us, like I know everybody who's big, right? Like, and I say this as humbly as possible, but like we are the biggest there is. And then there's people that are below us, and then I'll reach out to those people. But there isn't anybody bigger in the diesel industry than us.
Nice. Dude, that's awesome.
That's really cool. So future plans for this business, are you guys just going to keep on building out trucks, raffling them off, and keep moving forward and grow the business? Or do you have any other sort of like pivot plans or to expand it to a little bit past diesel?
That's a great question. So I think Diesel Power Gear as an apparel and as a giveaway company will always be there. There is plans to expand into power gear, which is less diesel oriented and more just like off-roading oriented. And then we actually launched a new tire company on top of like, cause we've got this community built, right? Of people who are diehard enthusiasts of diesels. And basically what we've done is we've gone out and we built this apparel and stuff, but then we said, you know what? Truck tires for diesel trucks suck. Diesel trucks are heavy. They wear through your tires really quickly. So on a diesel truck, you're switching out tires like every four months probably.
Wow. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's crazy. And they're not cheap tires. They're like $2,000, right? So you're just wasting money because they're so heavy and they're big trucks. So we went out to Cooper Tire, which is located in the U.S.
I love Cooper. I used to have them on my Range Rovers.
Yes. So we went and reached out to them, and we spent about a year developing a tire that's actually made for diesel enthusiasts. That's actually made with a harder rubber compound that wears differently, but will still perform, right? So they last a little bit longer. They're a better tire than you can go out and get at the store. And we just launched that company just at the very beginning of this year. And it's the same business model, right? Except it's direct to consumer tires. Like you order the tires, they get shipped to your doorstep. But then you're getting entries to win these trucks for these tires.
Wow.
Not only are they a better tire for your diesel truck, but you're also getting, $2,000, you're getting like 250, 300, 400 entries into win our current diesel giveaway.
Yeah. How's that company done so far?
It's done okay. I wish I could say it's done better. We are waiting on some, like we did over $150,000 the first month or so of launch, and we're set to break that right now. But we've got a lot of content that we're kind of waiting on.
Gotcha.
For like with the TV show, when it's in the mix, like the TV show's in the mix, people think reality TV is filmed and just like played.
Yeah.
But in reality, it takes like 6 months to produce an episode.
Really?
Yeah. And they're filming stuff different times. It may look like it's the same day that they filmed that, but it might be months apart, right?
Wow. I didn't know that.
So we actually built this tire on TV, and that's going to be one of the episodes that airs. So we're kind of waiting on that piece to like really go ham.
Yeah.
Really push. But yeah, it's going okay. I wish it were going better, but we should be good.
That's really
man, the fact that you guys own the market and stuff, that seems like such a good bet to branch into.
Right.
Especially solving that type of problem. If you know they're going to go through tires like that and you build something better, like it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. And it is for our clientele, and especially because we were able to partner with a reputable company that builds tires for like good tires for a living.
Yeah.
So A, they know that it's a fantastic tire because Cooper makes it, and B, they know that it's diesel oriented because it's us, right?
Yeah.
So if they drive a diesel truck, it just makes sense to have this tire.
Are you the first diesel oriented tire that has been out?
To my knowledge, yes. And we're the first new company tire that Cooper's made. We're the first person to come out with MT tire in the U.S. in over 10 years.
Wow, really?
Yeah. So an American-made tire, right? There's a lot
and that's huge for Americans. Like
for our demographic, who's heavy diesel enthusiasts, like it better be American-made.
Yeah.
That makes sense. We were in a bit of a market like that ourselves, and like when products came out of China, man, they weren't always the happiest.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. They'll let you know immediately if they know came from China, you're gonna know.
Yeah. Man, that's so crazy. As far as like where you guys advertise now, you have influencers. Do you guys do anything on Instagram, or are you on like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google, everywhere?
You name it.
And you run all that yourself?
No, I don't. So I have somebody who runs my SEO and my AdWords.
Nice.
But aside from that, I have me and my team underneath me that run all the YouTube, all the Facebook mainly, the Instagram, and then the Snapchat as of late.
Interesting. Snapchat, huh?
Shh.
Dude,
Snapchat's been fantastic. It's been fantastic for us just because if you've got an 18 to a 30-year-old demographic, anywhere in between there, they're on Snapchat, right?
Yeah.
Like I have a little brother who's 18 or 19. Like the dude doesn't even have an Instagram or a Facebook. The only thing he has is a Snapchat.
What? Really?
Like, I'm telling you, dude, it's weird. I don't have it, but like they'll text through Snapchat. They'll do everything through Snapchat.
Yeah. Dude, there's some people, there's one guy we know, the only way you can contact him directly is by sending him a video message on Snap.
That's all they do. They don't call each other. They don't text. They only do Snap. It was so weird. I hung out with him over Christmas and I was like, what's going on here, man? But once again, I'm old. So like, it's just not my generation.
Yeah, that's funny that you mentioned Snapchat, man. There's a bit of an undercurrent right now where like some guys are talking about, but they're not saying too much. Yeah. So usually that means something.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna I do a lot of it. I ran heavy campaigns over Black Friday, Cyber Monday that would blow your mind, all on Snapchat. And then I speak down in San Diego at Facebook and Ecommerce Mastery Live.
Oh, nice.
At the end of February, and that's what I'm
speaking there. Yeah,
I'm gonna speak on Snapchat, so that's what I'm.
Nice.
Man,
see, it's gonna be out of the bag.
Yeah.
It is like, I don't know, man. People that are just like, oh, don't tell anybody. Like, people are gonna find out, right?
Oh, matter of time.
Like, I have no issues telling people and trying to help out where I can of what we're doing that's working for us. Like,
and honestly, it's not like you have a competitor.
Right. And even so, we're so big. Like, I don't know. I tell everybody I'm very open about the way we do things, right?
Nice. What is out of the 4, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, what's your favorite right now?
What's my favorite? Favorite's probably Snapchat, just because it's new. All my time spent in Facebook.
I can see that.
All my time spent in the ads manager. But I think the reason I'm excited about Snapchat right now is just because it's newer and I'm learning it, and they're coming out with new features like every week, like collections ads and stuff like that.
Oh, interesting.
That I can finally test again. I've gotten through my testing phases with Facebook, and I'm constantly testing there, but like new ways to advertise on Snapchat, they're coming out with them every week.
How's the support side on Snapchat? Is it pretty good?
It's okay. It's not as good as Facebook, obviously, but there's a lot less people that are there that need support. So it's not too bad. I've got myself a rep now who's super helpful. But it only took me like a couple of weeks to get like a legitimate rep where I had phone calls each week. But the support to get my pixel placed and everything, like they were.
So they got pixels. They can track performance and everything.
Yeah. So I've ran Snapchat for over almost a year, right?
Oh wow.
Over half a year I've been running, and I'll be honest.
That qualifies you as a Snapchat OG, hey?
No. Like I'll be the first to admit we were not profitable when we tried at the beginning, right? Uploading lists when they didn't have a pixel that you could properly place throughout your page. We weren't profitable. So I didn't do a whole lot. It wasn't until they updated the pixel, and now you can place it on the website, and you can actually pull that data, and you can make lookalikes of it. Like you can finally do everything that you can on Facebook, on Snapchat.
Yeah.
And finally, now we're very profitable, and it works.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And it must be all video ads, right? Because it's Snapchat.
And it's more direct to the point, right? Like Snapchat, you're not going to do, like, you can do story stuff later down, like down where they have to press 6 or 4 times to get through it. But most of the stuff, it's quick, 10-second swipe ups. Hey, do you want to win a diesel truck? Swipe up to win. Like it's like quick stuff. It's more direct and to the point, where you're not having to do crazy creatives with different hooks and different like angles that you're taking of different parts of the funnel that you're doing on Facebook. It's just more cut and dry there.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's crazy.
The attention span's low on that too, I would imagine. So it makes sense.
Yeah, and that's all they're getting on there for, is to just burn time in like 10 seconds. Oh, you want a truck? Swipe up. Like, it's real quick. And with influencers, like, tips for you guys that are just learning to do Snapchat. We've done professional videos. We've done everything there. What works best is just a lifestyle, raw selfie video with an influencer. It just works the best. That's what people are looking for on Snap. It's like a user experience of like people. That's how you run Snapchat, is on your phone, and it's like day to day. So that's what people are expecting to see, is somebody pretty raw saying, hey, win a truck or whatever, swipe up. So that's
awesome. Dude, that's a great tip, man. Because I feel a lot of people, when you say video, they automatically think like huge production, lights, speakers, mics. Dude, but this is just straight up phone.
Exactly. If you're ever using an actual influencer, I always suggest having them use their phone and doing a raw selfie style video. Even on Facebook. I'll tell you that on Facebook.
Yeah.
I have a production crew here, like 50 people here filming a television show on a daily basis. I could get something professionally done, and I have before.
Yeah.
And it's expensive. And it doesn't always, like, if you're using influencers, it doesn't convert any better than just a raw selfie style that their users can, interact with and relate to.
Gotcha.
For your YouTube channel, do you have a separate crew that does stuff for that? Or are you allowed to use the Discovery Channel stuff over on it?
We have a separate crew. We can't use anything of Discovery's.
Gotcha.
We can't even use Diesel. So Diesel Brothers is owned by Discovery.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we can't even use that. Even though it's us and it's Diesel Power.
That's weird to think about.
Yeah, that trademark's owned by them. So the television show, that name and everything. So we have our own YouTube channel on our own.
That's cool.
What do you think of YouTube as a platform right now for people who are looking for?
I wish I were better versed in it, honestly. Like we got into it pretty early, and that's what kind of blew our business up back when everything was really organic and you didn't have to pay.
Nice.
And it was very, I don't want to say easy to go viral, but easy to get a video liked, shared, and a lot of people to see it pretty easy. That's where we grew first.
Yeah.
And then we kind of migrated them from that to Facebook, and then to Facebook to Instagram. So now we have kind of all of them, but I'll be the first to tell you, and honestly, like, I utilize YouTube the least of all of them.
Gotcha.
So I'm a bad example of somebody who's super versed in YouTube.
Gotcha.
How many subscribers do you guys have now, roughly?
I think 150,000 or so.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, it's a bitch growing that thing big, man.
Yeah, it is. And like, we really just use it to promote the people who have won our giveaways and stuff, right?
Oh, gotcha.
That's just like our database for like, hey, who won this? Oh, go look at the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Place for people to go reference and find people who won, find the activities that we did, and check out cool videos.
Gotcha. We do know people that drive a lot of business through YouTube, and we've seen kind of what it's done. But at the same time, we've noticed ourselves, like, because we've been doing some work on it, and it's been a slow grow.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I do know, I have buddies that are in it. Like, I just, I'm not super versed in it. I know Facebook, I could see my return on Facebook a lot quicker than I could on YouTube.
Gotcha.
I could see my impact a lot quicker. So I spent most of my time there.
Yeah.
Makes sense, man.
Yeah.
Damn. One question that's in the back of my mind, as far as prices in Snapchat right now, they got to be low.
Yeah. For like CPMs, like on our campaigns, I could even look at my campaign, but they're roughly $1.20 CPMs on there.
Wow.
Once again, you got to understand that's not normal. I have buddies who are running Snapchat who are getting $3 CPMs, and they're pumped, right?
Yeah.
And there's room to scale on that too. Like, it's big.
It's big enough, right? I wish it were bigger to run really broad campaigns. I wish it were bigger. But the targeting's gotten a lot better. And like I said, their actual lookalikes have gotten way better than they used to be. There's like a balanced lookalike. There's an exact lookalike. There's different types. I found the balance works the best. But it's pretty good.
Dude, if you're talking $1 or $3 CPMs, that's great.
Yeah, exactly. Especially for companies who are just on the come up, right? And don't have a plan to spend on ads on Facebook and get slaughtered, right? You can get your brand out there really easily on Snapchat, relatively cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But would you say like people with brands with the demographic of 18 to 30, or are you even seeing some older on there too?
I'm seeing mainly under 35. Like if you have an over 35 demographic, I would still say to stick to Facebook and Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
But like the demographic that I see on Snapchat is that of like 18 to 25. You'll get the 30-year-olds in there and whatnot. But you got to understand, 21-year-olds have money too, right?
Yeah.
A little bit of disposable income. They don't have a lot of bills yet. They're making money. They're going to buy stuff just as easily.
No doubt, man. Especially such a passionate market like the one you're in.
Right.
Like that's beautiful. That's a nice little setup there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really cool. Damn,
man. That's awesome.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Literally me and Gabe share one brain sometimes. As far as you guys, new people getting started on e-commerce, any tips you'd provide them?
Or starting a brand, man. Like, cause I feel like you're not just e-commerce and everyone's so hung up on drop shipping right now. You guys have like a legit brand.
I'm so heavily built into the brand side and not doing drop shipping and so forth that like the only advice that I would give like somebody looking to start and maybe possibly growing a brand is get a freaking mentor. Find a mentor. You're going to waste a lot of time and a lot of money trying to learn it on your own and trying to learn who's legit and who isn't legit and like what methods to use and what methods not to. Instead, find somebody who's actually gone through the process. And it would kind of blow your mind how open and responsive successful people are.
Dude, 100%.
It blew my mind. Like as I reach out, like Josh, it was actually like some of the like Nick Shock for some of these people that I reach out to that mentor me on a daily basis. Like it's unbelievable how kind they are and how much information they'll share that saved me so much heartache and so much money of testing and trying this or that when they can just tell you, bro, I've already done this, do it this way and it works.
Yeah.
Like, that's the biggest thing that I tell everybody is like, get a mentor. Don't think you could do it yourself. Find somebody who's actually done it and then use their information, right? Save you some heartache.
Oh, for sure, man. I think the mindset too, like talking to guys bigger than you and like, just realizing they just know a couple more things than you do. Other than that, there's not a whole lot of differences.
Go to events too, courses. Huge. You are actually just doing an event down in Vegas. Is that correct?
Yeah. We're launching our first event. It's more catered towards like small business owners, people who are learning to sell online, who want to run the giveaway model like we do. It's basically us just pulling back the curtains of our business and showing.
Bro, I'm going to show up. Like,
okay, bro, I'll be waiting for you. Like, we're going to pull back the curtains and show how we legally do it and how you get it registered and how you run these things profitably. And we're going to do that on the 15th and 16th of February. It's coming up quick. We're only doing it's not like a massive event. We're doing 100 seats. Like it's more like intimate than just a massive conference.
I personally like those better, man. They feel like you get more over the shoulder. You can get some real answers out of people.
That's what we wanted to do was be able to look at everybody's business and say, okay, I think you should do this. I think you should do that, and give more of like an intimate feel to it rather than you just showing up and listen to somebody talk. No, you can interact with them. You can talk with other people who are doing what you're doing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Just to add to that too, man, like I've talked to lawyers and stuff about how sweepstakes and stuff works in the US. Compliance is insane.
It is.
Like it's even like different from state to state.
Yeah. It's not an easy process. And I don't want to say that we did it correctly the first time. The first time we did it, we kind of willy-nilly, just like most entrepreneurs would, just went out and launched it. And then afterwards we found out we did some things wrong and this and that. And you got to register it here. You got to register it in this state. Some states don't allow entries. There is quite a bit that goes into it. And it took us, what's it been, like 5 years now that we've been doing this. So there's been a lot of bumps and bruises along the way. But yeah, there's a lot of intricacies that go into running a big giveaway, anything over $5,000 really.
Yeah, man. Even stuff like we did like little $50 giveaways and stuff, or like looked into it, and like New York was a pain in the butt. Same with Florida. Like you're shaking you're like, yeah, I know.
Oh, I know.
You can't give away stuff. Like you literally cannot do it.
Yeah, it's you can. You just
can, but like
you gotta pay.
You could just throw it on the internet.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But no, that's wild, man.
Damn,
What kind of
that's
drove like your decision to start doing that? Did a lot of people come to you and be like, yo, how do you do this?
Well, it was like the event, we have so many people that reach out to the owner that are just like, hey, can you give me advice on your business? Can you give me advice on my business? And you got like the main owner, Dave Sparks. He's got like I say, 2 million, like 2.5 million followers,
wow.
like hundreds of inboxes a day. And he's just like, dude, of all these people who are asking how we do it, like, why don't we just do an event like once or twice a year and show people like actually how we do it? He's like, I don't think any of them will become direct competitors right away in the diesel market.
Yeah.
So there's no problem with teaching these people how to do this. And it just kind of stemmed from that. He knew that I was speaking at conferences and events, and he's like, hey, can you do the marketing end of it? And I'll do the actual organizational, or not organizational, but the promotion end of it.
Yeah.
And we just decided to do it together. And it's, like I say, it's coming up quick. But hopefully, I mean, that's the plan, is that impact a lot of businesses to where they could turn out the next day and go run a giveaway and be profitable the next day using tactics that they learned from us, right?
Yeah, that's badass, man. And that's honestly a whole new approach that, you know, like you said, most businesses 10% off, 20% off. You're like, we're giving away a freaking $100,000 truck.
Yeah, they just
How do you
don't
compete with that?
And I have such like, in my business, I'm so opinionated on that, like 10% off, 20%. It just doesn't work. Like it would be better to give away a physical product, but you can't do that if you're drop shipping, right? So we do a lot of giveaways. Like we give away the truck, but then on weekends, any order over $35 or whatever gets a knife or gets a flashlight or gets a lighter or whatever it may be.
Yeah. And
we put it inside every single order, but we fulfill ourselves, right? I don't drop ship. So we can do random giveaways like that. And when rather than offering people 20% off, if they're getting a physical product that's worth the same amount as the 20% off, our conversions are like 3 times higher if we're giving them something tangible rather than just telling them, hey, 20% off.
Yeah, that right there was an amazing little tip.
Yeah.
You want to increase your return on investment? Give shit away.
It's changed our business. It really has. Instead of us doing 20% off sales, which, I mean, like I say, if you're talking our average order value is $50, I mean, 20% off, like $5-6 or whatever. Find the products that's $5 or $6 that fits your demographic.
Yeah.
Whether makeup niche, like a chapstick or whatever. I don't know. Like a knife for us does really well, and a couple of flashlights and stuff. If they get a physical product in return, they're more likely to buy than just a 20% off, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Damn, that's cool.
And you can see 20% off anywhere. It kind of like hits the market from a new angle.
Right. Like every single order is going to get a free present from us.
Yeah.
That mixed on top with the fact that they're getting entered to win these trucks.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer to buy from you. Like if you had a competitor, I'd be like, well, I do like this other brand, but I'm getting a free fucking.
That being said, we've built margins in for this. Like people are like that's one of the biggest mistakes I think people make is they undervalue their product, their brand. They're selling T-shirts for $10, right? Like, there's no margins in that to actually run competitive marketing.
Yeah. How much is a T-shirt for you guys roughly?
$30 to $35.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm assuming you bulk buy that inventory, so you're getting them for a decent price.
Yeah. And we try to make, and we design everything. We print in the US. We try to make all the shirts in the US, everything we can in the US. So it's not as cheap as ordering from overseas, but at the same time, like we mentioned before, my demographic, that's very important to them. That's what the demographic cares about. So we would rather lose money in the long term and keep our customers happy in the long term. In order from the US. So yeah, we've built margins into our product to run giveaways and to run promotions and little gifts.
That's awesome.
That's amazing, man.
Man, like it sucks that the event's right around the corner.
I know it's so on top of the hour, and it like
If people want to make a last ditch effort, where can they find out about it?
HeavyDSparks.com, like the Heavy D. It's called the Heavy Academy. But if they go to HeavyDSparks.com, they can find out about it there. They can read about it there. Reach out to me if you're interested, or if you have questions, I can probably get you a discount code, obviously. And I would love to have more marketing-minded people there because there's going to be a lot more business, like small business-minded people. But yeah, I'm super excited about it. Hopefully, it goes really well.
Yeah. What's the best way to reach you if you want? Like if you don't want people to reach you, that's cool too.
Yeah, Facebook. I mean, like Facebook, it's just Van Oaks on Facebook. On Instagram, it's your boy Van.
That's
right. But yeah, I'm probably more active on Instagram. Facebook kind of has become work to me. So
yeah.
I'll look at Facebook at work and I work on Facebook, but then when I'm off, I'm on Instagram. That's kind of where I'm. So yeah, if you want to find me on Instagram, it's yourboyvan.com.
That's cool, man.
Van.
Also, man, like we have this other series on YouTube and it's called Entrepreneurs in Cars. And like, I would love to do something with you in a diesel truck, man.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
cool.
man.
So
yeah,
that'd be awesome.
I would love it.
Yeah.
Dude, and just so everyone knows, if you want to treat Van out to a meal, make sure he gets a nice steak out of this.
Yeah. For sure. If you have any questions, especially on running giveaways and working with influencers with giveaways, please reach out. Like, I'd love to help out any way that I can.
That's awesome, brother. Thank you for that, man.
Yeah. Man, this has been a good podcast.
Dude, I've learned so much.
Dude, I've learned so much.
Thanks for having me.
Like, dude, you put a new spin on the way people can approach e-commerce, which is dope.
Right. And it's customer, like you saw our last customer that won the $100,000. We built a community, right? Where online, sometimes you forget that these are real people, that your customers are real people, and you're just looking at clicks and click through. And that's all you see as your customer. What this business model has kind of afforded us is it allows us to at least meet one of our customers every month and change their life, right? Mm-hmm. So it puts a little perspective on making money as a business, and instead just building a community behind your company, behind your brand.
Absolutely, man. And it sounds like you got a loyal tribe there, so that's dope.
Yeah. We love it.
Yeah, man.
Tyler, we need to give away a Ferrari, man, or a Lambo or something.
Let me know when you're doing that. I'll enter into your giveaway, man.
Yeah, right? We just got to figure out what our t-shirts will look like or some shit. That's brilliant.
I can figure that out. We're good. All right. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this. Follow us on good old IG. Like this on YouTube and subscribe because we are trying to blow that bitch up, and it is a slow process.
I get it.
And dude, man, thank you so much for being on again. Like, I hadn't met you before, but I gotta say, like, this has definitely been super educational for me, and I know people are gonna love it. So thank you, dude.
Yeah.
I hope I'm providing some sort of value, right?
Oh, dude, huge value. Like,
no
thank
question.
you so much. Really appreciate that. So yeah, we'll see you on the next one, guys.
Thank you so much.
Peace.
Thank you, brother.
Hopefully I see you guys down in San Diego or in Vegas at some of these.
Yeah, San Diego for sure. Let's meet up for sure, man. We're there for we stand for like a week or something like that. So
perfect. I'll be there.
Awesome,
brother. Thank you again, man.
Thank you.
Later.
See you guys.